Good morning, fans. People, good people, good people. This is William, better known as the Realiest Man, the Old Man, and welcome to the show. Back another day with an exciting day of Starfield. We just got done collecting the artifact. I had to get in early because I did some modification updating. And that's my cue to go. Anyways, we did some mod upgrading, so I came in a little bit early to make sure to ensure that the mods all worked correctly and appropriately, and I wasn't going to have problems. It seems like we are stable so far. So we just got the artifact, so we are headed back out of the mine, back to the ship, and then back to the lodge. Which way am I going? This way, thank you. So we'll get back to the lodge. We've got two artifacts. If you haven't remembered yesterday, we found an artifact at the first location that we went to, that mine that we had to get through. I'm going to have to put a different backpack on, jetpack, because this one's not picking up. So we are going to go down to my mantis. Where's my mantis? Where's my mantis? Is it not there? Where is it? There it is. You flipping get nasty on me. So we're going to go to the mantis backpack in hopes that it'll work a little bit better. I'm not getting the leverage that I'm looking for. Okay, well, which way do I go? Which way do I go? This way. I get turned around here. I'm sorry. So that's what we're going to hit. Back to the lodge. No. It's good that I came this way. I mean, I got a little bit of loot. This way. You don't want me going down into the mines with you, because we will get lost. For sure, for sure, for sure. Go past two more dead ecliptic. Where is my robot? Yeah, where are you? There you are, walking up against the wall. Well, you're going to be in this mine. I'll buy your onesies because everybody else is pretty much gone. Alright, here comes a...
Might as well explore this cave. With any luck, we'll stumble across a mineral deposit or two.
I have. You saw me. I got it. So, relax. Done. All done. Done taken care of, okay? Ooh. Saw a little lag there on my computer. What's going on? Donkey Kong
Mining
Lego...
operations can make or
Well...
break an entire company.
I guess I need to kind of get back into my environmental suit because... we are sitting in sub-zero temperatures. Let's put... I'm going back to the mantis. We'll leave that that helmet on, but we are going to put it in a thing back on the ship. No, I can't because I changed that mod out. So we'll have to go to my other home. Which I have several, by the way.
Dig in the wrong place, and that's millions of credits down the drain.
You're moving, you're talking, but your lips ain't moving. Ooh, you're good. Telepathy. I didn't know that existed in this game. We got telepathy. Back to the ship. I don't think I got any contraband to worry about, so I think we can go straight to the lodge with contraband free. There's my wonderful big ship. Yeah, and when we get to New Atlantis, we're gonna do some more coloring. Gotta get it to the color. I'm gonna do gold in black.
Good day, Captain.
Or should I do gold and red? That's the question. Yeah, gold and red.
Right, Captain. Where are we headed next?
Back to the lodge. You ought to know that. First things first, though. Let's get out of my environmental suit. We don't need that. We're good. We're out of the environmental suit. We got to get rid of this shit. All right. Whoops, sorry. I don't need my weapon. Let's get back to the back. Up the ladder, into the cockpit we go. This is not a bad ship. I'm glad I cut the boost out. And I can do the other ships that I've got. But, and you know what? I could put a display case right here. In fact, let's see if I can do that. Look at that! I did it! Okay, not a mannequin. Display node. No, I don't want that kind of a display node. No, I don't want that. Yeah, I think this is the display node I'm looking for, and it's I got a little bit of a problem there. This is where it's supposed to be available. I guess I could just put one of those guys out. But it defeats the purpose. Yeah, it's not there. Holy shit. Alright, let's put a mannequin out. Oh, she's looking schmexy. Let's put her right here. And I am going to add a different one now. That's a guy. She looks smexy. Alright, let's do it. We are going to go with, where is it? Mark 1. Okay. B. No. B. Mark 1 backpack. B. And Mark 1 helmet. Ta-da! And I'll put the ecliptic get up on this next one. So let's go back over here. Helmet. Activate it. Look at that. Is she hot to trot? Alright. It's only a mannequin. Relax, William. Alright, so let's do an ecliptic get up. Let's see. Do I want that one? What else do I got ecliptic? Whoa! What was that? What was that? Oh, just letting me know that we're back on live. I hear that and get excited. Navigator, there we go. Ecliptic boomerang. Okay, let's go there. Let's activate it. We need an ecliptic type backpack. Deep Star, Pikachu. There it is. Bingo. Let's backpack it. Let's activate it. Now we need an ecliptic headgear. There she is. There's the one we want. Activate it. Let's back out. Look at that. She looks smexy too. Yeah, look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo. She's styling, baby. All right. To the lodge we go. To the lodge. Well, it's Thursday. You know what that means, right? One more day, Friday. And the weekend is here. Man, it's been a quick week. I don't mind quick weeks. Sometimes they go a little too quick, and the older you get, the faster they go. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, they are. I know. I am no. One of my
We're in orbit. What next?
Let's set course. Oop,
Can
wrong
I
one.
have a moment of your time?
Oh, sure. Where are you?
Thanks for responding to my hail. We've been trying to contact you about your ship's extended warranty. Your warranty coverage has expired or is about to expire. Due to the uncertainty of the political situation in the settled systems, we think now is a great time to renew your ship's warranty protection plan.
Sounds like a scam to me.
If you lack coverage.
I've not come across this particular bloke before. I'm interested in hearing more. No thanks, we're good.
It sounds like you're not interested in hearing more. That's too bad. We'll continue to reach out to you with additional opportunities. Thank you.
You have a good day. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever had that to me. Let me make sure we're in the right track. Into the unknown, yeah. Additional artifact. Wait. Add the. I'm headed back to Atlantis. Okay, I was a little confused there because I looked at the marker on the planet. Well, it's probably on the other side of the planet, but I can't grab jump, or I'll go grab jumping right through the planet. So we're gonna move our nose off a wee bit, just so we're not grab jumping through the planet and making a total mess of our ship and lives and everything else. I do have a little girl on board the ship we got to take care of. Cora's sweet. I can't hurt Cora. Yep. Add the art. We got 2 artifacts. It is clear. It is green. Now, before we go add the artifacts, we're going to talk to the ship guy. We're going to change some colors on the ship. I did put black initially, golden black, but I don't know. I want to do red. I'm thinking of going red with this, guys. Just cuz. Just cuz.
While we're here, it wouldn't hurt if we checked in at the lodge.
Well, we are, and I didn't realize that I was going to be right outside the door, so we'll go take care of our ship colors after we're done at the lodge. We got to talk to Walter. Walter wants to come to our next artifact gathering, and that's on Neon.
Much as I'm eager to explore the universe, there's nothing quite like the feeling of returning home.
Yes, well, there's 2. Where's Walter at?
Thank goodness. I'm worried.
Why?
Why?
Was there a concern that I would not contribute to the mission?
No, of course not. We thought you might be hurt.
Oh, then thank you, but it was not necessary. We succeeded.
We did. Watch. 2
Look at you two.
artifacts.
I'm jealous. I tried following up on some leads myself, but came back empty-handed.
They could be anywhere, can't they? Embedded in a rock, or in the hands of an unsuspecting novelty goods trader? I catch myself just staring at the collection sometimes, wondering what it all means. Maybe that's how our ancestors felt when they were looking up at the stars for the first time.
They didn't just gawk at the stars, Mateo. They explored.
I don't know
They
about
tested.
this. My
Science
freaking
brought us to
computers
space,
are
not
acting
daydreaming.
strange as hell.
I disagree. What's the point of science if not to enable
Technology.
humanity's dreams? And
What
where
can I
do
say?
those dreams
Technology
come
is
from?
what it is.
Not every dream is a pleasant one. I agree with Noel. The work is what moves us forward.
You're with me, right? Science or dreams? Which one is the true muse of space exploration?
Dreams. I have to go with dreams, because if it wasn't for the dreams of people,
Exactly. We can't forget what really makes us human.
we would have not pushed
Genes and
ourselves
evolution
into
are
the
what made us
scientific
human,
mode.
Mateo.
That's
Both
how
of you
it's all
clearly
is.
need to
You
go back
look,
to school.
hey, we can do
Dreams
this.
are wonderful,
And then you discover
but
the science
they
that goes
don't pay
behind
for
finding it.
helium-3.
That's just the way it goes, guys.
Constellation's
You
bank
gotta
account
dream
can
first
attest to that.
in order to find the science.
You know what? I just realized I completely overtook this whole conversation. This should be about you and Andrasia celebrating a win for the group.
I do not mind being asked to join in a debate. It was good to hear everyone's sides. But I do agree that we accomplished something together.
All three of us
Thank you for
did.
your help.
Sarah was there too. We have to give her a little bit of a ego nudge.
I have no objections. Let us see what else we can find out there.
Noel, pulling some interesting data from those new artifacts. Tell the Rook to meet me back on board the station.
Whoa, the Rook. The
Roger that,
Rook. The
Gladiator.
Rook
She's
is
on
on
her way.
fire. Well, we've got. I lost count of how many artifacts we've got on that thing. It doesn't look like we've really accomplished much. We put 2. I do. I don't. I can't. I'm not gonna even try. Nope. Not gonna try. Okay, we gotta go downstairs real quick because some of these mods require my crafting abilities to make them. So we're gonna go over to that's weapons. This one. Ooh, a hanger. I got a hanger. I don't need any of those. What's this? More ammo. We don't need ammo. Need a carbine. Definitely don't need those at the moment. Anakin's outfit. Can I make this yet?
Something for personal use or
Yep.
for sale?
Maybe both. Banshee. Hamlet. Oh, I can make a banshee. Everything. Belt and holster. I want that. sniper duster. Is that what I'm wearing right now? Isn't that an elite duster? I'm not sure, but we'll just make one just in case. I can always give it to one of my. Oh man, that's so small. I can't. I gotta get it so close. Dueling. I can't read that. God, man, my eyesight. It's just sucky ducky. Okay, elite. This is all sniper stuff. So let's just move past this sniper stuff. Sniper headgear. Goggles. Okay. That is super freaking small. That's another elite sniper, but okay, cargo pants. That looks like a trucker outfit. Neener. Hat. I hear R2-D2 in the background. Tech bracer. Ooh. Unique breach. I got a lot of tech bracers. Sleeves, tech bracers, watch. That's probably a yeah, that too. General Kenobi jetpack. Spacesuit. General Skywalker. Ooh, that's some. We got all sorts of good stuff here. This is the mod that I just leather belt pouches. Yeah, the mods I just installed onto my long sleeve jeans, cargo pants, pressure tank, magazine pouch for rig. I'm not sure I understand what all that's about, but let's keep going down the list. What's this? Oh. Mud Trooper armor. Let's put some Mud Trooper cape, helmet, I got some Mud Trooper. What, naval hat, Night Sister hood. Ooh yeah, Night Sister mask. Okay, it's Night Sister, but I can't read the fine print. This is the hood down. Okay. Night Trooper. I don't want a Night Sister zombie. So we're going to go Night Trooper armor. Helmet. Gotta have the helmet. Obi-Wan outfit. Okay. Padme outfit. Padme with cape. Padme with jetpack. Well, we're going to have some displayed items somewhere. Padded vest. We'll try an A. We'll see what that does. What is this? A plushie. Oh, I've done those. Yeah, we got those plushies. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Not sure what that does. Seismic. Hood. No hood. Ooh, we can't go out. Yeah. Well, that is a female, huh? Oh, go topless. Sys dev. Tactical backpack. Oh no, these are backpacks. With holster. Oh yeah, I know what those are. Those got guns. Here's all of my. Okay, I'm looking for. I'm not a lieutenant. I'm a captain. Vanguard. Here we go. Vanguard. Oh, some good stuff in here, man. Okay, we're done. I don't know what I'm gonna put on, but we're done. Let's go into 124. Yeah, we're definitely. Let's see. This is Anakin. I knew about that one. Argos. Okay, that's a vest. That's a vest. Baseball cap. Okay, I got that one. We're gonna put that on just because I want to. Okay, Constellation field garb. We don't I've got that. I've had that for a while, so we're good. Chicka pie, chicka pie. Here's Delgado's. I'm not excited about Delgado stuff. With poncho, without poncho. There's the skirt. Flashy leatherwear. Woo. Yeah, what is it? Tech racer. I don't want the watch. That's good stuff though, because that's the stuff that I wear for my Mantis jacket, my Mantis outfit. Okay, Night Sister hood on. That's awesome. Mask. Night Sister hood down. Oh, I'm not even wearing anything. There we go. Much better. We don't need the cap. What's the... Ooh, that's an Obi-Wan's outfit. Awesome. Like it. Like it. Padme's outfit. Like it. Padme with the cape. Let's do Padme with the cape. Sold. Let me look. Let me look. Ooh, looking good. Looking schmexy. All right, girl. Let's go. Wee-hee. Good, good, good. Off to the ship vendor. Here we go. Let's run. Fly like wind. Fly like wind. She's flying like the wind, the wind, the wind. Everybody out of the way. She's doing her Jedi run. Whee! Yep, alright. To the Star Yard. Dang, I'm out of coffee. I don't need any more though. If I drink any more coffee, I will pop, as in my bladder.
I'm in for this writer. I do not like being in small, enclosed spaces with people I do not know.
Oh my word. You know what? I've been trying to find there's a mod. It's the Eklund right there in that corner. I gotta find it again. But I had the Eklund space office right here in New Atlanta. Atlantis, excuse me.
I've heard some hostile camps were wiped off the map by you.
Of course, the United Province is paying investigation.
Why did you delete it? I'm going to do a quick shout out because I've had 3 new followers. The Caddy Anglers, Sunny Fernan, and Rusty Greens. They are my recent followers. Shout out to them. Thank you so much. I hope they return to continue watching and start joining in the chats. That's the main thing we got to help me get to my associate or my affiliate stage is you people coming in and chatting with me. So my chats are on. I'm ready. I'm ready to chat with you. Let's do some ship modifications.
Sure. How about it?
We're going to do some painting. So we're going to go over to ship build. We're going to keep the gold. And the browns. But we are going to yeah, I'm going definitely. Definitely. I like it. I like it a lot. And these 2 spots I have to save because when we do the Crimson Fleet, there are a couple of items I need to help me get into the spot where the Legacy is at. So we will put our upgraded equipment there. Alright, here we are. Alright, there is that. There is that. And there is that. Me likes it. Me likes it, Sam I am. Me like, you know what? I'm going to put those. No, we'll put those red. Yeah, we'll put those red. Just because it will look totally awesome tossum. Alright, I'll say that. Let's move you down. Let's move you over. Let's save you. Toss the pot. That's looking cool. We're going to keep this gold because that just gives me a gold nose. Now I could go deeper red, but I like the red that it is. Candy apple red. Yeah. Gives me the hot rod. Too bad I couldn't put flames on it, huh? That'd be fun. We're going to get this one back here. That's my mess hall. Gotta get the mess hall. My crew lounge there have never been so spoiled with the size of the lounge and what is there. All right, let's go back up top. Oh, and it makes the emblem right there on the front of my ship stand up better. I like that. I like that. I like it. I love the ship building mod. I really do. I think that's a good trade-off compared to everything else that you can. Excuse me. Really, excuse me. With what you can do and get with the trade or the craft building in both Skyrim and Fallout 4. Yeah. I was thinking as I was trying to talk and looking at this at the same time, my brain was just not functioning right. Okay. Did I get that red? I certainly did. All right, let's go back over here. Let's get you red. I may end up doing the entire ship before this session's out. Okay. Misa like it. Let's go back underneath. Let's go here. Let's go there. Now all I'm doing, since I've already got that first item done, it's the J key to do your colors, and then you hit the enter, and that locks it into place and confirms it. So it's real simple. If you haven't done this part before. It'll look like a candy apple red spaceship. Candy apple red and gold. go up top. Let's see, did I get that one? Yeah, I got that one. I got that one. Weapons all stay the same. Oh, we gotta get this right here. And then we'll hit the top. We'll hit the top in just a minute. That's gonna look so cool. Now I've done all black. Conveniently enough, I named my ship the Black Pearl. Come on. God can have fun, right? I think the golden black is going to look, or the golden red is going to look cool. I haven't done a fully red ship yet, so this is my first. Well, I should say a fully red and gold ship. Does it make it? And I got brown on here too. I left those the same because that was the original ship's color. I gotta do my tanks. If you remember that when we picked this ship up, it was all this color right here, the golden brown color. This is going to be, oh, I got this one to do. I may change that. I may get some gold back in here. You know what? There is some gold in there. Can I revert that, please? Can I revert that? Yes, I can. Well, yeah. No. Back to the red. Let's do this one. Is it this one? Yeah. There we are. That's all right. I like that. I can go with that. In fact, as I'm sitting here thinking about that, we're going to put almost like a razor stripe down it. Yeah, we're on. Yeah. We're going to razor stripe this bad boy. Look at that. That looks cool. To me it does. Okay, just saying. To me it does. It's my ship. I get to fly what I want, right? Decorate it, that kind of stuff. We'll leave this definitely all red. This is the side plate. Just out of curiosity. No, I want this number 3. Okay. Doesn't show much, but when I change this, kind of gives it a wee bit more accent. Let's change that. A wee bit more. Oh, that's on the side too. Wee bits change here. A wee bit change there. Oh, gotta get this one. Gotta get the nose. Gotta get the undercarriage. Gotta get the undercarriage. Kind of stands out a little bit, even though it's underneath it. the one I was looking for, and it wasn't showing me that. I think we are going to put gold as the big color, red is the primary color. No, let's go gold. Only because, and then I'll put a little bit of red there. Because all the other engines are gold, so that's why I'm doing the engines like that. Right? Right. Oops, wrong one. La 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 la. Oop. Wrong one. Right one. Yep, looking good. Alright, do I want to do the... Yeah, let's do the grab drive. We're going to make that one red, though. Grab drive is red. Putting my fingers to sleep. I had them all spread out. Says I can't do that much more. All right, what do we got left here other than the two retros on the back? Why do I want them gold? I'm going to put my retros gold, but I'm going to add a little more red into the retros. We got it. We're done. Looking schmancy. Pretty much, yeah, we got it all done. Make sure I got all of the habs done. All my hidden habs. Yep, all my hidden habs. Well, there she is. Now I just gotta figure out how to frickin' rename the damn thing. Rename ship. Ready? What are we gonna name it today? You know what I'm gonna name it? Let's rename G. We're gonna put it. The UC Vanguard. That's what my ship is named. Since I'm, you know, part of the Vanguard, let's do it. Yeah, E. All right, we are set. Back to that. Let's tab it. Let's save it. Voila. And if I don't like the brown, and I think I want to leave it the brown. But everything looks good. This is awesome. I did a good job. All right. Let's get up here. We got to we got to go change Andreja for Sarah. I need Sarah still to be my companion. If you haven't noticed, I'm trying to kill her off, but I want to get to the stage. There's a quest that she wants to go back to one of the planets. Where she was in the UC Navy. So now we gotta go find Sarah. Hello, Sarah. How are you? You could be anywhere. don't need to go there because that's a storage unit. Because I changed everything. I have to go open everything up and find her again. I don't get back here that often. This is cool though. This is another hab of the Varun habs, and I love it. This is basically another crew quarters. So you can't say my crew doesn't. Oh no, this is the morgue. It's part of the morgue as well. Notice the dead body. Yeah. But and that's like, okay, whatever that is. That's a squishy. I like the habs. I mean, alright, is she in the vault? I don't see her in the vault. Better not be in my quarters, anybody. I get upset. Nobody's in the shop. Nobody's in the shop. Nobody's in my quarters. Nobody's in my quarters. Open the doors just to make sure. Good, good. Everybody's not in here. Sometimes I get gassed. I freaking came in here and Sam Cozy hang out in my quarters. I'm about ready to smack that guy. Alright, let's I'm gonna go down first before going back up. Let's find out where all my crew's at. They're probably all down on the crew's deck. This is the crew deck, by the way. Down. I've got 2 crew habs on either side of the ship. And somebody keeps going in the engine room and not closing the door. Do I gotta get serious?
Books for me?
No, not yet there, young lady. Ah, here they all are. I got Sam, Cora, there's Barrett.
It's good to be out and about.
Good to be out and
she's
about.
some
There
support
she
here.
is.
Something you need?
La, 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 la. Do you have to really get back to it?
I'm right behind you.
Miss Morgan, I shall be here if you need me.
You do that.
It's actually comforting to know that, Androsia. Thank you.
I like this mod of the characters a little bit better. Now, we need to go over to my ship because I have not assigned her to being here on the ship. So let's go to the crew. And Andresia, see, she's unassigned. So we're going to assign her to the UC Vanguard. Everybody else should be at the UC Vanguard. There's Heller, there's Lynn, they're on the Jameson outpost. I still have another outpost to man, and I don't have anybody on that one yet. What is her qualifications, by the way? She's got stealth, yeah. Okay, that's why she disappears. Particle. Okay, so she's my particle energy weapon systems. Ooh, and she's a thief. Barrett's that's why he's always in the galley. But look at that, he's got Starship Engineering. And particle beam too. So I've got 2 particle beam system specialists. Oh, I got an EM system. That's Moira. He was my save from the very first artifact gathering with Sarah. Samco's a pilot. Well, Sam, you can't. But I'll take the fact that you're a payloads man. So Sarah is another astronomatic. I can't say that word. Come on, I want a little guy. Leave me alone. And Vasco, engine shield systems. He's also an EM's weapons expert. All right, we got a pretty good crew. I like the colors of my ship, though. If I don't like it, want to change it, I'll change it. Candy apple red. I don't know. That's pretty damn bright in space. Can't miss us when we go through. Here's the weight room. Can't say my crew's not spoiled. Shut up and drink. But there's nothing in here. And there's Moira. There's my rescue. You know what? I ought to change. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. Let's get you out of this stupid outfit and let's get you into a uniform. I'm gonna start putting uniforms on all my tunes.
Hope the Black Sea is treating you all right.
Let's
there's room in my bag.
trade gear. I want to say what you got. Let's go down here. Let's go all the way down and let's see if I got the right one though, right? UC officers. Ooh. I got two of those too. Guess what we're going to put them in? We're going to put them in UC officers uniform. Vanguard officers uniform. Okay, guys, this is the uniform on my ship. Everybody will be required to wear a uniform. Yes?
I know.
Barrett, you too. You got to wear one.
Hey, Captain.
Let's trade
Need help
gear.
with-
Everybody
Not a
has to
problem.
wear a
Let's see
UC
if I have
officer's
space.
uniform. Cool. I gotta go make some more though. It's a good thing I added a. Where is it? There it is. A good thing I added a equipment workshop on my ship.
Okay.
Look at that! Everybody's gonna be in style. You know, I don't know. Maybe I can get Cora to wear one too. We're gonna find out. This is cool. I like it. I'm excited. We got to get 3 more, 4 more. Anybody over here? No, don't look like it. Ooh, what do we got up here? Is that another storage unit? No, it's not. Ah, I do have. Okay, I do have a. Silly me. Silly me. Okay, let's put the backpack on. Let's add another backpack, shall we? We got so many of them. Helmet. Let's add a helmet. Navigator? Do I have? No, I don't have a roamer on here yet. Okay. Is this like a prison cell? Warning. No, it sure is. Ground crew. I've already got one of those. Just yeah. Let's do it. Okay, and I will come back to that. No, let's do it now. I got plenty of weapons. It's not like 114 of them. Shit. Yep, I think we did it. Let's close it. Close. There we are. Okay. I'm game. Alright, everybody in his place. Let's go up to 3. I got 4 more uniforms to make. Everybody wears a uniform on my ship. That's just all there is to it. Everybody wears a uniform. Holy shit. Back to 2. I don't even know my own ship sometimes. Don't even know my own ship at times. Let's go back over this way, this way, this way. Not there. Up here? Yes, up here. Over here. Right here. Alright. Is this what I want? No. Spacesuits. Industrial. Let's go all the way down to the UC Uniform Division. I'm happy about this. UC, which is almost to the very bottom. It doesn't have a scroll bar, so I have to use the mouse wheel. No, that's UC. I want Vanguard. We want Vanguard. Here, that's Marine. Naval. Fatigues, Naval. Navy, SysDef hat. Ensign's uniform. I gotta look at it carefully because here we go. Officer's uniform. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, everybody, come here. Don't run away from me. We're putting uniforms on you all. Okay, I just saw Andrasia right there. Andrasia!
Did you need something?
Let's trade gear.
I've never been one to shy away from shouldering my share of a heavy load.
Well, it's not a heavy load. It's a very simple load. But we are putting you in uniform. We are professionals on my ship, just so you know. The only one that can be out of uniform is me. So, there you are. There, wait a minute. What did I just put on her? No!
I keep whatever you give me, yes? That is the deal?
Yes. Anakin, what the? How did she get that? No. Put that on. Take. There. Much freaking better. Vanguard.
Yes. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Enjoy the uniform. Alright, we gotta go back downstairs. Because I gotta find Samco and Cora and Sarah. Yep, they all have to wear uniforms. Nobody is above my policy. Nobody. See, somebody went. Alright, Cora. Let's see. Can I trade with you?
I'm working hard, Captain.
What do you want to be when you grow up? She doesn't.
I want to fly my own ship and go all over the place. Like you and Dad, really.
Okay.
But hopefully not as crazy as your travels. I thought Dad's were exciting.
Okay, we cannot give her anything to carry, so
Okay,
she's the exemption. However, Sam,
The galaxy's too big to be stuck in this. I might have what you need.
you might have no. I've got what you're gonna wear. So, suck it up, Buttercup, all the way back to the bottom. God, I hate when I can't quite grab. There it is. Vanguard. Apparel. Vanguard. Put it on, buddy. I'll let you wear the hat, though. That's the only exceptions to the rule. All right. Oh, Sarah. Where are you hiding? Sarah. Oh, Sarah, you're hiding. Sarah's hiding. She knows what's coming. Just to make sure you're not hiding in a corner somewhere. Oh, it's Sarah. Cannot hide from me, Sarah. will wear a uniform. No ifs and boots about it. No if and boots about it. No, you're not on the morgue.
Superfluous amount of books.
She's saying it's not enough, Dad. This is my quarters. Are you in my quarters? You better not be. I will be so angry. Are you sitting down at my table? No. Let's close my door so I know that nobody's going in. No, nobody up here in the utility room. Let's go up to 3. Nobody's in that room because those doors are closed. Hello, you're looking good in your uniform. Oh, Sarah, quit your hiding. Quit your hiding, Sarah. Where the hell did she go? Oh, Sarah. You disappoint me. She's hiding, guys. She's literally hiding somewhere on the ship. Did I not check a loo and she's sitting down on the loo? Okay, well, we're going to do this. What do we got today? We need to go back to Vladimir. I don't want to do that quite yet. I've got 2 pieces of... Let's do this. Maybe I definitely will pick her up once I get to the ship because she's my companion at the moment. All right, I can deal with this. Be right back. What's my baby doing? Well, I hope everybody's having a good morning. We're an hour and a half into the stream.
Engines purring. Let's do this.
I need to look for my Eklund shot front for New Atlantis mod. I had it. I don't.
Apogee complete. We're in orbit.
Apogee complete. Where is their soul? Did they move them? Pegasus?
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Oh, she's doing it again, and we're just barely getting off the fucking ground. God, she's such a cunt. Wow!
Let's see what there is to see.
I can't do anything for 2 seconds. Oh, we need to talk. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, so I'm not gonna... Did they move? shit. Yeah, they did move. Good thing I looked, huh?
Grab jump complete.
I run into the ship yet? No, I didn't. Good.
We have a clean cloak. Right on the money.
I have an important personal decision to make. No, not at all. I was hoping if... Phew, thank you. Before I was with the Navigator, when the colony war... Well, the position... There was a particular... We lost 12 ships. No. The ship was there. A shrewd captain...
I'm sorry, I am
called
hurrying
for
through
the
this
crew to
crap
abandon
because...
ship. But I was so
I don't like how they've...
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Unfortunately,
You
it
do one
doesn't
thing,
make
she's got to talk to
what
you.
I'm
Do
about
one
to
thing,
tell
she's
you
got to talk to
any
you.
easier.
And I
We
just...
fought for hours.
I'm
The
trying to
damage
get
was fatal.
through the system fast
I
enough
gave the order to
so
abandon
when
the
we
ship
have to
and
go
the crew
help
piled into the
Vladimir
escape
on the
shuttle.
eye,
As
she
the
gets
shuttle
killed.
launched,
And I want her out. Gone.
see it was
Gone.
damaged.
And then I don't have to worry about
I-
her doing this crap anymore. I don't
I
like
heard
this
screams
character.
before the radio
I
cut.
just despise
The
her.
last thing I saw, they were spiraling.
But we get to
helplessly
help
towards
an orphan, and so that's worth it.
You're sorry. If I hadn't
You need to shut up. I'm just...
tried telling the when the dusts, I never even had bad luck. Remember when you said no? Don't you get it?
Come on,
That's
hurry
why
up through
I'm
this shit. They just fucking go on and on and on and on.
After everything you, no one's ever cared.
And let's flirt with her.
You know,
because you get her
I've spent
killed.
A lot of time
It's
thinking
it.
about
It ends.
I practiced.
And that's what I
Look,
am trying to do is get her
I
killed.
hope you'll forgive.
But I want to save the purse. Here, put
Hey.
your freaking uniform on
I'll
and
only carry the good
shut
stuff.
up.
Just kidding.
I don't like this person. I can't stand her. They've just made her into my enemy. Put your effing uniform
Time to
on
go?
and suck it up, Buttercup. Look at that. Looking good, gentlemen.
Good to see you.
Looking good. Oh shit. One too much. I need to go to the nose. You gotta watch that first step. It's a Lulu. Gotta watch that first step. It's a doozy.
Yes?
Excuse me, I'm just headed to the nose. I just don't like dialogues that drone on. Just get into. Let's go to the game. Action. Let's do it. That's what I wish. Hello. How you doing, Vasco? See, Vasco doesn't do any of that crap. Why do they have to make this stupid idiot that? Hello, Hazel. is my girl. Huh?
Commander Ikande is so decorated, you can play a game of it.
So I heard there was a bit of excitement on the Siren of the Stars. Your handiwork, I assume?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, and I heard there were no casualties. Excellent.
Look, notice the uniform? That's
Except
the mod.
for the
I like
eclectic
it.
hit squad that you took down at the archives.
I like it.
You're taking care of that mess, by the way.
Speaking of which, I assume you copied the information from the Galbank's computers. Let me see what you got.
Oh.
So the legacy went down at Bannock 4. Bannock 4. Why does that sound familiar, Doft?
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant, sir. There isn't a ship in the fleet that could safely get near that type of world. It sounds like you admire that lunatic.
What, my Hazel? What would you like? You've got food on the ground. Yeah. We gotta clip that damn thing out, baby.
I think his gospel's gone straight to your head. Maybe we made a mistake choosing you for this assignment.
Oh.
That's enough, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant, I outrank
Even
you.
if
Don't
Delgado
you
has an
do
immediate
that, or I
solution
will
to the
dismiss
EM
you
program,
from duty.
There's still the
He
matter of
can't stop
tracing the
it.
Legacy's transponder signal. They have information about the comm spike? Damn it.
Shit.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device, sir.
You don't need to know. It's a need to know
Shouldn't be
information.
familiar with it. It's a highly classified project. It's an advanced signal decryption and tracking device that the UC Navy's been working on for years. How the hell did the Crimson Fleet find out about that?
There must be an information leak somewhere,
Yeah,
sir.
there is. Trust
It's
me.
the only
you
thing
guys,
that makes sense.
You guys
I'll see
need
what
to
I can
start
find
checking your security
Fine.
stuff.
This is what we're going to do. You keep playing along and go after the
What,
comm spike.
baby?
Lieutenant Toft and I will see what we can find out about Bannock 4.
What do you need? What do you need, Hazel?
Perfect. Just stick with the plan and we'll see who gets to Crix's legacy first.
Alright, Lieutenant. Here. Take your effing
This mission is going to require discretion on a number of fronts. Glad to hear it. It's amazing that all this romantic nonsense about Crix's legacy really just amounts to a rumor Jasper Crix picked up in jail. It just goes to show you. Anything else? I'll be damned. So some of the UC guards at the lock helped touch off the riots. Everyone thought he was some kind of legendary criminal mastermind, but even the great Jasper Crix needed a helping hand to get out of prison. Have any more? Tisk, tisk. Looks like Mr. Rokoff lied on his application to Trident Luxury Lines about having a clean record. No matter. Next time he jumps from the key, we'll have him picked up. That will be one less fleet captain for us to worry about. Find anything else?
I think that's it.
Are you kidding me? Dombrowski was already making a six-figure salary, and yet he couldn't resist starting an embezzlement scheme. It makes me sick. It's gonna be an absolute pleasure to throw his butt in prison. Any other fragments?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. But there's no way this was a solo job. Shifting all those parts takes serious manpower. I'll send this to Mast so they can shake the tree a bit, see what falls out. Looks like Durand better start looking for parts somewhere else. That it? Understood.
Oh,
Keep
I had
searching
more than
and
I
you're
thought
bound
I
to find
did.
more.
Okay, well, I had 4 pieces of information.
Let me know if you need anything else.
No, we're good. Back to the grind. Back
Lieutenant
to
Toft is as organized
the
as they come.
grind. I should do the next quest for the Terramorph. Meet with the council back on
Captain?
Atlantis. I think that would be apropos. would be apropos. Let's get rid of some shit. This is my weapons shit, right? Yeah, it is. So let's go to my inventory. Let's go to my weapons. I'm not going to use that one. Let's just put it in there. Heller's. I gotta get Heller's weapon. We gotta get back over there. Tihala. I haven't tried that weapon out yet. I want to try it out once. Now, here. Let's just put it in. It's clutter. Peacemaker. Let's get rid of it. It's radioactive. Whoa, Stars and Stripes. Did I just see that? Certainly did, didn't I? Okay. Okay. Modified thing. Bang. I'm going to play with that one for a little bit. Some of these are limited. I can't put only so much in, so let's go there. So I got to be careful of what I do. I want you, you. I do have to put a weapon in my inventory. Wait a minute, what did I just do? Did I put something in here I didn't need to put in there? Yes. I need a specific weapon so we don't kill people when after we're talking with the council, because the Terramorphs. Why does that cutter blink? I'm not quite sure. I'll find it when I come to it. I'm already at capacity? Are you blinking me? Alright. Okay, we are going to, let's see, where can I put that bad boy? Right here on top of that there chest, so let's go. Well, let me not put it up there? Probably not, looks like. Alright, well, we're going to put it down on the floor. This is an unlimited case, right? Unlimited. This is what we want right here. So we're going to straighten this up. This is where I'm going to put weapons. Just to get rid of the crap out of my inventory. I did it again! Keep a cutter. Gotta have a cutter for when I go doing things on planets. Doesn't reduce a whole lot of weight, but as you can see, I mean, yeah, I am kind of cheating the system a little bit, so sorry, my game, I do what I want. This is what I need to keep right there, modified enhancer, because we don't want to kill anybody when we are, I'm going to keep that one just for grins and giggles. I've already got my lawgiver in place. Nope, you stay in there. That's a badass piston. Keeping that one in there. Ooh, Nova Blaster. Where is this one? Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Yes. I want the Nova Blaster. You can go in. Yeah, this is. It's got a little more ability to it, so we're gonna keep that one in there. Did I modify this yet? Old Earth Rifle. We're gonna modify that one. Old Earth Shotgun. I'm gonna put that on a. That one I did already. I haven't modified that one. I wonder if I can modify that one. Let's. The Pacifier. Looks like a pretty nasty shotgun to me. That would be cool up on a display. Shotgun with a suppressor. If I do that, ooh, what the frick, frack? Is that the same gun? That's the same weapon too. A Razorback. I gotta remember that crap in here. Tombstone. That looks pretty awesome. UC Blade, Urban Eagle. That'd make a nice duty weapon. Okay. Alright, do I have the Nova? There it is, Nova Blaster's in there. Alright, I got everything else I need. Alright, we're there. Back up to 3. We're going to 3. Somebody twinkled me here. I gotta go. That's what it was. That's what it was. Up the stairs, up the stairs. Okay, I got my earphones on. I'm in place. Let's pull up. We want to eyewitness. Yes. No. Yes. Okay, we are, and we're going to change weapons, so let's go over to the No, we got to go to the Nova Blaster first. Okay, let's go to the Nova Blaster first because it's physics.
Cheers.
Because we gotta kill people that are being affected by the xenomorphs. Then we go to the loading docks to kill the two that are over there. Back to New Atlantis. Where our quest is gonna take us, folks.
Indicators agree. We're free.
We're free. Whoa, and I am taking a rockin' ride. I don't need anything, so back to New Atlantis. Let's meet Adrian. I need to change uniforms though. Since I am going in front of the council, I might as well look the part. Get in my UC uniform. Right? I am an ossifer.
While we're here, let's swing by Centaurian so I can pick up some ammo.
What? You need ammo? Alright, let's go down here first. Let's go to my outfits. Do I have... Did it change at all? It may have changed at all. That's UC Navy. That's duty fatigue wiggies. It would appear that that is the new Vanguard officer's uniform. So yes, I gotta wear that. We'll see what... we shall see... what my commanding officer is wearing, because I'm a little interested. I don't know if he's in the same one or if it's a different one. Oh, I know where to go. Never mind. What is this?
Captain! Over here!
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier.
Yeah, you certainly was.
So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy.
Yes,
they
I
called
know who he
him
is.
Ve Victus. Woe to the defeated in Old Earth Latin.
Hey, you know
a
what?
title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians.
Damn right I made
Secure the
those.
leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
I'm interested in what this has to do with the
I'm getting there. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides.
Chef
Free
and
Star
Burrell passed
Collective
away.
And UC. Military.
She apparently died of
and
cardiac
civilians.
arrest.
And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Free Star Collective
Something
aren't
that she
really on
didn't
great
take
terms
care
to
of,
this
probably
day.
knew about, which is
So my
typical with a lot of women
involvement,
who
it could be another
ignore the
obstacle they
heart
throw
problem.
at us up there.
And
I just
I'm
wanted
sad.
you to be
It
forewarned.
really is. And Burrell, Chef Burrell, was a very wonderful chef. admire her talent. Being a chef myself, she's going to be greatly missed in the culinary department. My sympathies to the family.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here. Come find me when you're done.
Okay, that just a lid. So we're going back over because I want to go to the. Hang on here, hang on. Let's take a look at. Let's see what Tuna's wearing. A commanding officer. He's in a different uniform. I want that different uniform. Yeah, he is. He's wearing something completely different than I am. No, he's not. We're all in the same uniform. All right, we're good. Just wanted to verify. That's all. We're all looking pretty dapperish.
Still no word. Then I guess it's just a matter of...
See, as soon as I stop that comment, how fortuitous.
Sounds like our cue.
How fortuitous.
Here we go.
Because I am about to do something very profound for the UC. All the way up to the very top. I'm going to be made a citizen today. And there they are. Wait a minute. Where am I going? I gotta go this way. I went into somebody's office. Wait, how'd she get up here so fast? I used to wear boots like that back in the day. Motor boots. Same thing as equestrian boots.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report.
Yes, I am.
You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Oh, yes,
well,
here. I
precisely
forgot
how
my
urgent is what I hope
antagonistic
we'll
idiot.
determine here today.
He's
So
a
now,
Democrat.
we have two petitioners here making
He's a
a
Democrat.
surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
All right, we are striving. We're trying to figure out what we're facing. We can make. Let's see.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau
He's a
City was
Democrat.
anything
I'm
less
sorry.
than a tragedy, terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over archival knowledge and possibly upset the bounds of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic, and at worst A power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the cabinet requires to act.
That's a yakadoo,
50?
by the way.
50,000? Because if tragedies like Tauceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt, the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties. Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider
You're gonna find out real
weapon
quick.
data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
Freaking neat, duty girl. Looking at my mic unhinged there.
I'm uncomfortable opening the archives without gathering more information.
You're gonna
However,
get it in
if
just a
that's
few
the
minutes,
path
folks.
forward you prefer, then so be it.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well. I consent. The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat.
Yes.
So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to...
Oh, see, there you go.
What was that?
My point.
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Oh, see?
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
They're
Damn it. They're here. Now.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly.
Do it discreetly?
The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan,
Freaking
the local
diplomatic
barracks can
people
provide
are
support.
so effing
I'll
stupid.
lay the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno
You
squad
can't
goes
control
off-world.
when the panic starts.
It'll take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with
People
the
who
tools
have
we've
been
got.
there when they came
Me
in
too. We
have
can't
already
risk those
spread
things
the
getting out of
rumor, the news
spaceport. I want
to
you
other
both
people
on the
who
next
weren't
train
there. It
Let
spreads
them know you're
like
coming,
effing
and that you've dealt with these
wildfire.
things
You
before.
can't contain it.
Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
I'm telling you. Oh, hello, guys. Come up at the same freaking time I'm trying to get out of there. Yes, everybody runs to the council.
You! The EM rifle, grab it! Now!
That's it!
La 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 la. Well, we got a better EM rifle, so let's use this EM rifle. Yes.
Now hit him with everything you got!
Trying to help you!
Lights out!
All right, that's pretty much got it, right?
Thank you.
for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting, I've seen this before.
Well, it's nice to know that it drops
They
a
were
weapon.
under
I had my
Terramorph's
weapon in
influence,
hand,
weren't they?
but I will use theirs. That's not the problem. That's just one more.
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started
back scratcher
screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but and some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just
I'm looking for my back scratcher.
started firing on us.
My
People
back
we knew.
scratcher's missing. Where did I do it?
They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control. Turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're going to need to be real careful with
So
our fire.
how do you stop
and
the
keep that
panic?
EM
Because other
weapon
people
at the ready.
affected, they saw it. People in their apartments were probably affected by it. They saw it. Nah. That diplomatic moron upstairs
Let's do it.
said was just totally out
That's
of
a
line
lot.
for a diplomatic person.
Please.
That's
do
the
what
way
you
they
can
think.
to help them.
All right, now let's go into my better weapons. Yes, we're going to use. We're going to use the boom sticks. Come on. We're using the boom sticks. Everybody boom stick down. Let's go to the spice port. Let's go to the spice port. Come on. Load it up, baby.
My God, no time to waste, Captain. Boots in the dirt.
An evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
Yeah, how do you stop a panic? I'm sorry. God, the more I think about it, the more freaking ridiculous that is.
Wait, officer? Are you and this woman experts? Take whatever we can get right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad. We're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one for our team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more women. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
You'll be fine. Ooh, look at the candy. I'm taking it all, baby. Oh, I'm excited. That was the candy store. Alright, let's grab the crap out of this guy. Let's go. Oh no, we got it down to UC, man. I'm sorry. Okay, let's take this one over here, because he's near my ship, and I do not want him anywhere near that. And you know what's amazing? I'll come back here, and it's all cleaned up. They fixed everything. Miraculous. Where'd this ship come from? Binga, binga, binga. And that ship, and that ship. Man, those guys really make a freaking mess, you know that? Boots on the dirt. What is that? What the hell are you talking about? Done.
Target down. Nice work, Captain.
Yeah, I'm better than you, aren't I?
Thank God.
I'm better than you,
These
ain't I?
things reached the populated areas of the city, we would have had an absolute massacre on our hands.
Did you see what I just mouthed? Sometimes the acting in games Fallout 4 or Skyrim doesn't have that. It's over.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. The universe put the right people in the right place.
Relax. I think he would differ, huh? Pretty sure.
I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the terramorphs have been dealt with.
Yeah, because she's going to give
Take
us
care of yourself,
what we've
Sergeant.
asked for. Hands down with this thing. Yeah, that's all we needed was a little show and a demonstration that we did the right thing.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
Back to mast. All in a day's work for a vanguard, right? Excuse me. Come on, everybody. Let's go back up to the very tippy top. The nosebleed seats of the Vanguard. Everybody can relax. Threats over. Oh, they're on their phones. Are they on their phones? That doesn't look like it. Wow, I keep going the wrong way.
How the hell do terramorphs get
That's
into
a
the city
relief
like
to hear.
that undetected?
Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am.
Officers were unprepared
Ah,
for what
there
happened
you
in
are.
space.
Captain, Hadrian.
Hey, that's the same.
It would
Twins!
appear that
I
the
got
cabinet
twins
owes
behind
you
me.
our thanks for what you did for the city
Or in front of
today,
me.
as well as an apology. Your concerns about the terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner.
Oh,
Now, today's events have
Victus
only
wouldn't have allowed
clarified
that.
our path forward in the eyes of the cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals,
Excuse me.
we're going to
We're gonna
need the
take a
right
break soon.
people in the right places.
My
As
tummy is
such,
saying food,
the
feed
cabinet
me.
has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of major.
Ah, shit, she
As soon as
outranks
you've got
me.
the data in hand, we want
I
you
protest.
investigating these attacks and how to stop
She
them.
didn't go out and kill a
Will you do
morph.
this?
I did. I should be the major. She should be the captain.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed, first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
Well, if it gets me a house and citizenship, I'll take it.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us?
Count me in, ma'am.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives.
Yes, ma'am.
You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. and on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
Yeah, you know what's
Backing to prevent
you know what's
more
funny?
attacks. Understand?
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni.
The next time
Start getting the
Terrormorphs
plan
rear their
together
ugly
for that
heads,
data.
the UC is going to be ready.
No chance we'd get anything if it was me going.
That's the door. But I was bugged last time I did this quest, and McIntyre sent. We ended up walking all over the Mass District, commercial and residential, at the UC, New Atlantis, and the only way I could get out of the bug was to log out of the game, wait an hour, come back, and then
Excuse me.
she would walk, and then she would end up on top of the roof, down to the base of the mast. I couldn't get her to get into the damn elevator to go where she needed to be to do what she had to do, swear me in as a citizen, right? So I had to wait, and then when I came back into game after an hour or two or so, she would be in the right proper spot, and then we can proceed on with this. Like, damn! But it was she took me down this wild goose chase. I'm like, what the f?
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command.
Okay, after I get done talking with
I heard you were
McIntyre, it's gonna be a little
instrumental
lengthy.
in protecting the city
We
from
will
the
go
attack.
take a break.
You have my
And
gratitude.
I will be back.
I was also informed that you gave quite
and
the
we will finish
presentation to
up
the cabinet.
all of this good
Chief
fun
Yassine wants
we're
you to
having.
know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
It was a mutual agreement.
It was a mutual
But I suppose you touch on the spirit of it.
That's right.
So, you also know then that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Faroon. Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Faroon to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
Okay.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate. And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative. But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Faroon?
Let's do Ratcliffe because I go there and then I go to Belmore after.
The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
If Sam is any example of how stubborn the Freestar people can be, then I can imagine how difficult it must be dealing with this ambassador.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her. Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support. And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
I'll get it done. You watch.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage. But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell. So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Okay.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you. Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises. Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts.
Okay, we got it.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise. And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Okay, we got security pass. What do we got? Anything else? A boatload of money. Alright, let's talk to
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Baroon retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests.
That is probably
so
one of the most
real hope he
weirdest-
might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House
he's
Baroon
the only one
thinks
in the
is a
embassy.
quick way to earn
Everything's
yourself a
automated
psychoval.
defenses, and it's just like, what?
It does, but there's a concern.
Oh.
We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting. Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly
Bugs?
remind him of his
Squishies?
duties under the armistice.
Little squirty type things?
I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there. Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe.
Here's fine.
Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Okay. Let's go do this. Is that something I need? I'm glad I saw that. I don't know how many times I've missed it, but I'm glad I just found it. Alright, any more of those? Any more? Any more? Hey, you got a picture on the ground.
Okay. Hello.
Goodbye. I want to go. Gas station. No. Yeah. I want to go to the UC store real quick. I just want to take a look at what's there. Then I'll take my break. My tummy's complaining that I don't have enough food in it. I got no food in it, in fact. Now see how nice and clean it got? Well, it wasn't really, you couldn't get out that door. But you look at the spaceport, it's like, what the hell? They cleaned it up so damn fast. Repaired all of the broken pieces of concrete and asphalt. Repaired the tarmac. Probably got rid of that entire ship that got busted down. It was like, there's Galbank. Let's go to Distribution center. SSNN.
I've been trying to exercise more. I need help here.
Got something you might be interested in.
Who are you? I've never seen anybody there before.
Working at the distribution center can be tiring, but I've met so many interesting people from working at the distribution center.
Well, okay, let me talk to you.
Oh, that's not really my area. I don't have clearance for that just yet. You'll want to talk to Miss Sang about that. Take care of yourself.
Why are you standing there looking like you're going to do business with me?
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently being maintained at 90% or higher. I'm sure we have anything you might need. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon.
Let me see what you got.
Oh, well, certainly.
You only got 7 spaces? You got no... Alright, well... Sidonia? UC Combat. Star Trooper. Sidonia. Let's go down here. Star Trooper. There's some good stuff there. Right? Looks pretty. Recon. I don't want recon. Why is that a recon? It should be all dark, and it's like looks like my ship. It's not gonna be too well hidden. It's gonna stick out like a freaking sore thumb. Do I want any of these? Star Trooper. I'm gonna wait on that. What do we got weapons wise? Anything good? Assassins? Whoa, I don't think I've seen that one yet. Oh yeah, okay, I've seen it. I've got one in my. And whoa, only 13 damage for a shotgun? Well, that's pretty depressing. Let's go some ammo. I know what I definitely need. Fuse. Case of shells. Anything else? Looking for primers. You didn't have any primers? Don't need any bacon. Bacon. Throwables? Different frags. No, that's a mine. I don't want mines. I need some. I'm gonna look up my grenades. I don't know what I got. That's what we're looking. There we go. I collected some water while I was on. Let's see, what does that look like? Okay. Yeah, I collected some water. I don't need anything. I'm good.
Back to it then.
Okay. All right, folks. We are going to take our break. I will be back. Oh, maybe an hour, a couple hours. I don't know yet. Depends on what I got to get done. But have a good afternoon. If you don't come back, I don't see you. Hopefully we can pick up another follow today. I've got 3 so far this week. And I'm on a roll. Let's make it 4, please. Would greatly appreciate it. So we'll talk to everybody later.